No idea how it could do that. Hmm. Awkward. Oh, hi. Do apologise, client. Can you hear me? Let me make sure, because anytime I try and do this on Chrome, the audio never works. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good, because I really would have to have popped off this and then done that cool joke. Hey everyone, welcome to the Warriors Alive for the 5th of the 10th, 2012. This isn't going to be anything special. I don't have a topic or anything. As I say, as I'm on Twitter, Facebook, I did tweet a few minutes ago that I am absolutely shattered. I had to go into college today to have a reset, and this reset for an assessment, and I'm pretty sure that I've got 3 questions wrong. So it's a very slim chance that I'm going to pass this, but here's crossing fingers that I got lucky and maybe the set marker got lazy. But that's not the topic of this. Okay. So what as I said on Twitter and on Facebook, this is a live Q&A session. So if you have any questions whatsoever, any questions you've been wanting to ask me, or any questions that you want to ask me right now that have just popped in your head, or for a while now, I haven't done an Ask the Warrior in absolute ages, and I thought, why not do a live Q&A session? So for those that are viewing that haven't logged in, you'll have to log in if you want to ask me a question. Hi Gabriel, hi Denton, hi Alex, hi Elton, hi everyone else. Please comment in the chat, and let me know you're all here. Let me know who's here, so I know who's going to be asking me a question. Okay, we've got Shotty. Of course, we've got Alex. We'll get the Q&A started, so fire away with your questions. On you go, any question whatsoever. I'm not too fussed. And of course, Alex has to start with a Mass Effect question. Thanks a lot. In fact, just I need to make sure of something. I had to make sure my window was closed. So, Alex's question is... So how much do you not care about the new Mass Effect 3 DLC? Well, I could care less. As for those that haven't heard, there's a new Mass Effect DLC called Mass Effect 3 Retaliation. They stole our fucking title from EMD and RHL's fucking fanfiction, by the way. We came up with the title first, so we get credit. But it's basically just a multiplayer pack. That's all it is. And I don't care about that shit. I never have. I don't play the multiplayer anymore because it's tactile and it's half-assed. The only reason it's fun is when I play it with people I know. I could not care less about this DLC. Until they announced the Omega DLC officially, I really couldn't care about Mass Effect anymore. As I say, even though Leviathan was a good DLC, even though it was kind of retarded in some instances, um, I just don't want to get the multiplayer DLC. I'm not paying for multiplayer DLC. I don't care if you get to fight the collectors. Exactly, Gabriel. We fought the collectors in Mass Effect 2. And by the way, I don't care if it's free. I'm not getting it. I am not getting it. Right now, the only DLC I am concerned about Mass Effect is Omega, and possibly, as I say, is my dream thing of them fixing the ending. As it says, I still state that even though Leviathan did clear up a few things, the ending still sucks. It still sucks, and the overall theme of the game kind of sucks as a whole as well after thinking about it. Um, Basically the same theme that, like, as I said, we know all those are fans of the Mass Effect games know that Mass Effect has been a sort of like a game that strives for hope, like beating the impossible odds, beating the Reaper, stopping the Collector's suicide mission in Mass Effect 2. That was deemed impossible. It was titled a suicide mission, and if you worked your ass off, you could make sure that you survived that suicide mission. If you didn't work your ass off, you all died. Mass Effect 3, no matter what you do, you can't beat the Reapers. There is no way to beat the Reapers besides the Destroyer ending, which is my second favorite ending. Well, I don't want to use the word favorite. All the endings suck, but it's Destroyer and Refusal are the two ones I can't stand. That I can stand. The other two are complete bullshit. I'm sorry. Mass Effect 3 should have been, Mass Effect 3 with the war assets, especially the way they worked, the war assets should have worked in a way that if you collected every war asset you possibly could, up to 5,000 war assets, you could beat the Reapers without the Catalyst. You could beat the Reapers because that's what the theme of the Mass Effect games has been for me. Beating the impossible odds, no matter how fucking impossible they are. And Mass Effect 3, there's no way you can win without the Catalyst. And I still hate Casper the Genocidal Ghost. And I know he's the Leviathan AI, but I'm still calling him Casper the Genocidal Ghost. I still hate him. I still would beat the living shit of him and smile with it, put it with a smile on my face. Look, the ending still sucks. The game overall is still a great game. It is still in my top 10 games of this year. However, it still sucks. If they had fixed it with the extended cut, maybe it would have been better. But overall, the ending still sucks. The game overall, the overall theme of the game doesn't match the Mass Effect games at all, except for Rannoch and Churchanka, the two best missions in the game. Those are the only missions that kind of resemble what Mass Effect used to stand for, in my opinion. I still love Mass Effect 3. Am I going to play it again? Probably not anytime soon. So, that's my opinion. Mass Effect 3 DLC, unless it's Omega, I don't care. I don't care, sorry. I am near enough done with Mass Effect 3 as a whole. I'm near enough done with Mass Effect in general. I still love the series, but I'm done with any kind of multiplayer DLC that comes out, or any stupid other stuff that comes out. I don't care, okay? So, fuck off Mass Effect, I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Let's continue. So keep firing your questions away. Any questions welcome. Yeah, Gabriel, I completely agree with you. I want Arya. So we have one from Alex. You hear the creator of The Crow, James O'Barr, is coming back to the comics. I didn't hear that. That could be quite cool if he does come back to comics. Yeah. Come back to comics could be interesting. We'll see what happens. There was a leak recently for the DLC schedule of Mass Effect 3. Retaliation was one of the DLCs on it. According to the schedule, there are 3 more single-player DLCs. That could be interesting. Omega is definitely one that we have to see, because I haven't read the Invasion comics, but I do know that it ends pretty badly, and in my opinion, Omega was probably meant to be in the game from the start. I'm trying to think what other ones. Like, the only other 2 kind of things that I can kind of see possibly is maybe a mission on Palaven, because I'm sorry, I wanted to go to Palaven. That would have been awesome. I was hoping we could go to Palaven. What else? It's really tricky to say. And maybe an epilogue, a proper epilogue. There's going to be a romance DLC. Ugh, I don't care, okay? Look, Tally's my romance, even though the picture sucks. For my male shape, for my femme shape is Liara. So, any more questions? Alex, you're treading a line. Apparently, one of the expected is post-ending. I would love to see how they make that work. I'm sorry, I don't see any great ending, post-ending, or after-ending for any of the endings to Mass Effect 3. They all suck. Hey, MD. Who do you prefer, Linkara or Spoonie? Spoonie. I prefer Spoonie. I think he's I prefer him over Linkara. Even though I love Linkara, he's an awesome comic book reviewer. Spoonie has more variety to him. He reviews movies and games. He has a lot more variety to him, and his reviews always bring a smile to my face, and they always make me laugh. Even the series The Counter Monkey, where he talks about stories from his D&D past, I love them. They're awesome. So I do prefer Spoonie over Linkara, but Linkara is still an awesome reviewer, and he's a Power Rangers nerd, and I love that. It's really, really cool. So I don't really have a personal preference, but I have to say Spoonie is my personal favourite. He was my favourite reviewer on thatguywiththeglasses.com before he left. So yeah, Spoonie is I like Spoonie. He was actually a bit of an inspiration to me. Be a bit more a little bit loose with my words and not fucking try and pander to people and all that. It was one of my inspirations to do that. So yeah. I meant an extended version for the romance. Oh, okay, I don't care. Is Dragon Age 2 your favourite game? Dragon Age 2 isn't my favourite game. It's still in my top 10 because I count Dragon Age Origins and 2 as one game. So Dragon Age Origins is one of my all-time favourite RPGs of all time. It always will be. Nothing will surpass it, in my opinion, very easily. Even though Dragon Age 2 was a bit of a disappointment compared to Dragon Age Origins, I still think Dragon Age 2 is a really good game. Minus two characters, and sorry, three characters, and I've made my abundantly clear who those three characters are. It was definitely the weaker of the series, but I do definitely prefer Dragon Age Origins, and Dragon Age 2 isn't one of my favourite games of all time, but with Dragon Age Origins, it is one of in my top 10, if I'm going to be honest, because I will defend Dragon Age 2 as a good game, not a great game. It had its flaws, but it was still a really good game, in my opinion. Do you prefer Cassandra from Dragon Age 2 or Dawn of the Seeker? You can't really say that. Like, they're the same person. You can't decide which one's better. Like, Cassandra Pendergast from Dawn of the Seeker was before she became a full-fledged Seeker. And that was in her youth. And Dragon Age 2 is where she evolved, and that was her character there. Dawn of the Seeker, she was awesome. Excuse me. And in DA2, she was there, and she was really good. She was a really interesting character. I definitely think she's going to be a party member in Dragon Age 3. But if I had to pick, I would say that the Dawn of the Seeker version of her is a bit more badass, and I like that. But at the same time, I like the subtlety of her version in Dragon Age 2, where she's kind of mysterious, and then it ends up like idolizing the champion, which I really did like that little thing. Like, as she got to know the real story of him, I like that. So yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. Did you hear that Mass Effect 1 is coming to PS3? Really? Mass Effect 1's coming to PS3? Microsoft allowed that? Wow. Well, I don't care. I've got my copy of Mass Effect down there. The only game I'm playing on PS3 right now is this. Borderlands 2. Oh, they're making a huge collection. Well, at least PS3 owners can now experience Mass Effect 1 as it originally was intended, and Mass Effect 1 is the best of the trilogy in my opinion. But the only game I'm playing right now on PS3 is this. I just got this today. It's awesome. Of course I'm going to do a Borderlands Wii On review. Of course I am. Any game I get, I do a Wii On review of. I just need to update the list on my Facebook page saying that Borderlands 2 is one of the ones that I'm planning on reviewing. Yeah, I haven't played, by the way, I didn't play Borderlands 1. The only reason I got Borderlands 2 on PS3 is because two of my friends actually have it already on PS3, and they want to play with me, and PS3 you can play online without freaking paying for it, which is, oh. But yeah, I'll definitely get a Wii On review of this done, and I may even invite a couple of you to play with me if you want every now and then. So if you have Borderlands 2, let me know, and I might invite you to a game every now and then. Also, I got I finally got Dead Space 1. I've got Dead Space 1 now, so I'm going to be playing this as well. So look forward to my Wii On review of that as well. Right, so what other questions did we have? I missed one or two, I think. Do you shout at your console when you're playing? If it happens when I play PC. Yes, I shout at my console when I'm angry, because I think every gamer does that eventually. Like, we're always playing the games, and then we get freaking really frustrated with it at certain points. Boss battles, glitches, problems. We get absolutely raging, and we end up shouting at the screen, blaming it for everything. It's an absolute. There's those little things like that that make me proud to be a gamer, because you get so freaking infuriated by it. And it also works the other way around when you get really enthusiastic about it, when you like get tears in your eyes, you get really joy, the feeling in your heart, like that. So rage is awesome, but so is love. What else do we have? Okay, MDs. Yeah, okay. Yeah, like really, the only reason to get Mass Effect 1 on PS3 is if you haven't played it on Xbox. But let's see what else. Yeah, Dead Space, yay, Dead Space, Dead Space. What do you think of Dead Space about co-op in Dead Space 3? I don't like the look of it, if I'm going to be honest, because I think Dead Space is best suited to be. I can't say. I'm kidding. I can't say anything because I've only watched playthroughs of Dead Space. I've never played Dead Space 1 or 2. So I'm going to play Dead Space 1 and 2, and then I'll let my honest opinion go there. But if I'm going to be honest, Dead Space looks like that kind of game that should be single player only, with multiplayer if EA like that. Because you know it's EA that's forced the co-op down the companies that made it throats. We know that. We know EA are co-op and multiplayer whores. They think they're the future of gaming. So if they can get it to work, it'll be awesome. But if they can't, it could ruin the Dead Space franchise forever. That's all I'm saying. Um, what else do we have? Have you ever thrown a controller in rage? Yes, I actually smashed my. I smashed my original Xbox controller in sheer rage at Fable's final boss, Jack of Blades, who I'm going to be honest, I never beat. I gave up. I'm sorry, Jack of Blades was he was a freaking boss and a half. If you've ever beaten Jack of Blades in Fable 1, I give you props. I couldn't beat him. He was a pain in the ass to beat. What else do I have? Have you heard anything about Path of Exile? If so, would you play it? Path of Exile? Let's Google it and see what we get. Okay. Path of Path of Exile. It's a free online action RPG. Nah, not really. I think I've heard of this, but I haven't seen that much about it. About Dark Fantasy, Virtual Rose. I'll have to do a bit of research on it, but from what I'm seeing, I'm not much about it. I don't know. I'll think about it. I have to have a proper look at it. We'll see what happens. I might play it. I don't know. No multiplayer is good, but not necessary. Exactly, Gabriel. Multiplayer is not necessary for a game these days. Unfortunately, a lot of companies think it is, which I hate. I really just want a single player game that I can play. That if it has multiplayer, as I say, I'm the same as you, Gabriel. I know you said this in the previous video. Pro choice. As long as I don't have to do it, I won't play it. As long as I don't have to play it, then I'm okay with that. That's why I kind of hate Mass Effect 3. One of my biggest gripes with Mass Effect 3 is you have to play the multiplayer to possibly get the best ending, which really pissed me off. So yeah. What do you think of the PS3? What do you think of the Infamous 2? I've only just started playing my PS3. I have played a PS3 in the past. I think the PS3 is an awesome console. I haven't even touched Infamous 2, by the way. I'm really wanting to concentrate on beating Borderlands 2 so I can get a review of this up. So I am going to try and beat this fairly shortly. I know it's not a long game, so yeah. But I'm playing this, and then maybe I'll go play Dead Space, and then all the other stuff. I've got a whole shit ton of stuff backlogged. Sorry, I've got the Raid to review. I've got the Witcher book to review. I still need to review that. Borderlands 2, the Underworld movies. I've still got to review. I got to grab it again. I still got to review this. I'm sorry, I still can't believe this is a movie. I still have to review this. I still need to watch it. Oh, Zombie. Wow. I cannot wait to watch this. This is going to be an awesome review. Is it either going to be so bad it's good, or so bad it's bad? We'll have to wait and see. I can't wait to watch it. I've got the Underworld movies to review. I've got Resident Evil Degeneration in that. I've got so much shit to review. It's unbelievable. So I will get to Borderlands and all that eventually. So don't worry about that. For PC, it's kind of like a Diablo. Well, actually, I'm not a big fan of Diablo. I don't like the look of it. I think I remember playing a wee bit of it when I was a kid, but I didn't like it. I didn't get into it. It's like the biggest thing I've ever seen. A lot of customization. Looks intriguing. if it looks intriguing to you, MD, it probably would end up intriguing me. So maybe I'll give it a try in the future. I heard The Last of Us will have multiplayer. I have no idea how they're going to do that with that type of game, though. Yeah, God. I really doubt Last of Us will have multiplayer. It doesn't look like it's a game that's built for multiplayer. But if they do put it in there, as I say, as long as it's pro-choice and I don't have to do it, I'm okay with that. But I don't know, Last of Us, I don't think there will be multiplayer. If there is, oh well, fuck off, don't care. Next question. Did you watch the first episode of Halo Forward Unto Dawn? No. As I said, I'm kind of done with the Halo franchise. After Halo 3 and Halo OD, that game that shall not be mentioned, I got Halo Reach, and by the way, I found my copy of Halo Reach under my bed last night. I thought I traded it in, but I must have been wrong. I'm not really watching a lot of Halo stuff. As I say, the Halo franchise was okay. After thinking about it, it's still a fun game to play. But maybe I'll check out a Forward Unto Dawn eventually. But I don't think it's a serious thing I'm going to keep up on anymore, because I don't really care about Halo 4. I probably won't end up getting it. Like, if you demand it enough for me to review it, I'll get it. But I probably won't end up getting it. So yeah. How long have you been doing YouTube videos? Oh, internet videos. I've been doing internet videos since late 2009 as just a little random thing every now and then I did. But I didn't start taking it a wee bit more seriously until the 2 years now. Actually, it's coming up for my 2-year anniversary of taking this seriously in April. I'll say about just over a year, nearly about a year and a half, year and 2 halves. And really, it's been about nearly a year, just over a year and a half now, that I've been taking this more seriously and putting more effort into it and treating it as a real good hobby that I love to do. And I'm enjoying it. Like, I don't regret any of my videos I've put up. I really enjoy every minute of it. Like, it's good today, so about a year and a half. So let's keep going. Yes, I know what you mean. I don't think you'll enjoy it since you don't have much interest in Halo. I did have a lot of interest in Halo at one point, but after Reach, it just kind of got dull. In my opinion, Reach was okay. In my opinion, it was a good game. I still haven't reviewed that. I don't think I ever will. But as is just me personally, I've just lost interest with Halo. I don't really care anymore. Like, after Mass Effect 3, I'm just like, I lose it. I've lost enthusiasm in basically everything these days. It's becoming a lot more sci-fi, much more deeper story apparently. They've said that a lot, but they've said that about a lot of things, so we'll have to wait and see. Do you have any favourite bands, Scottish? Not really. Like, well, I do have a couple. I'll just say a couple off my head. I absolutely love 30 Seconds to Mars. They are absolutely gorgeous in music and looks. But they have I love their music. Paramore I like. You're gonna kill me for this, but I like Nickelback. I think this one's off the top. Is it Nightwish, Elevate, Epica? Who else? Fuck, have I got my iPod up here? I've got my iPod here. Got my iPod here. Let's have a look at something. I've never heard of Calder Wells. Sorry. Let's have a look at my iPod playlist. Actually, let's have a look at the artists I've got on my iPod. And I'm probably going to get extreme. I don't care what you say. I'm not embarrassed by any of these. I've got Abiding Boys School, Adam Scopa, Alex Lewis, Alexander Burke, Alien Ant Farm, All American Rejects, Alter Bridge, Alyssa Reed, Andrea Brochelli, Andy Bell, Andrew Lloyd Webber, Avenged Sevenfold, Avril Lavigne, B.O.B. and Hayley Williams, Bewitched, The Band Perry, Bee Gees, Biffy Clyro, the Black Veiled Brides, Bowling for Soup, Breaking Benjamins, The Cab. I could go on. I've got Eminem, I've got Evanescence, I've got a wide range of musical taste. I've got classic music on here and everything. I have a very wide range of music. So yeah. Did you play the Elder Scrolls game? I played a little bit, Gabriel. I did play a little bit of Oblivion. I couldn't really get into it as much as a lot of people did. I got to a certain point and then I just couldn't play it anymore. But I did get Skyrim, and I think I have reviewed Skyrim, I believe. I can't remember exactly, but I have played Skyrim, and Skyrim, in my opinion, is one of the greatest open world RPGs ever made. In my opinion, it's so vast, so much shit to do in it. Story's a little lackluster, but overall, Skyrim is really the pinnacle of open world RPGs, in my opinion. And I adore it, and I really want to go back and play a lot of these older ones. Like at the moment, I'm still playing Baldur's Gate. I've still got to beat that. I really want to go back and play Morrowind because apparently that's maybe the best of the series. So as I say, I want to go back and play that and then review it eventually. As is, I want to go back and review a lot of the games that I never got a chance to play that are considered the best in the franchise. So yeah, Zelda Whaler. What do you think of the new episode of Young Justice? Young Justice. I don't really want to review this, Alex, but overall, I thought the episode was alright. Really well done. Unfortunately, I have to admit something. I'm a shipper. I tend to ship fictional couples, and I'm majorly shipping Super Martian at the moment whenever I watch Young Justice. And I don't know, for me personally, there's a lot of foreshadowing, if I'm going to be honest, for them getting back together after they broke up. There's just a lot of foreshadowing, in my opinion, and I really want them to get back together. I'm sorry, I can't help it. But yeah. Which country would you like Elder Scrolls 6 to be in? I don't know that much about the Elder Scrolls mythos. Sorry. The one that sounds nice to me is the Black Marsh. I think that would be interesting to go because I always play an Argonian. So I'd like to go to the Argonian place, homeworld. So that'd be nice. Infamous 1 and 2 are better than prototype games. I'm going to play Infamous 2, so you have to beat Baldur. I do my damnedest to beat Baldur's Gate, but I do know that it is a lengthy game. So don't worry, Gabriel. I will beat it eventually. It might take me a half a year. It may take me till the end of this year or even till the end of the summer, but I will beat it. Don't worry about it. And I will review it. Do not worry about it. Is there a lot of football hooliganism in Scotland? You have no idea. Trust me, like, you Americans think that yous are badass when it comes to, like, your extreme love for your football teams. You ain't seen nothing until you've come to Scotland. Trust me, like, it gets bad in some cases. There is not so much, like, in my area, it's not that bad. But I've grown up here my whole life, so I don't really notice it anymore. But I don't like football. I never have. I don't really get into it. But trust me, it gets really bad. It can get really bad up here. People fighting over the stupidest bloody things about football, that this team's better than that team, this team's better than that. The major ones where I'm from are Rangers and Celtic. And trust me, I've seen some pretty fucked up arguments on those both parts. I used to be a bit of a Rangers fan, but that was only because I thought I had to choose a team. I don't really support any teams anymore besides Scotland, whatever sport they do. But it's bad over here. Sometimes it gets real bad. Like whenever there's an Old Firm game on, which is Rangers versus Celtic, I never go down the town. There's an unwritten rule here. If you don't support football and there's an Old Firm game on, you do not go anywhere near a bar or anywhere where the teams coordinate because you will get your ass beat up. There's also a thing like the Orange Walk here, which, yeah, it can get really bad. Like, trust me, at one point in some places in Glasgow, people literally go, "What team do you support?" If you say the wrong answer, they beat you up. I've seen it. In fact, I was almost one of them. I almost got beaten up once just because I said I supported the wrong team. But I luckily talked my way out of it. I happen to have very high charisma when I rolled my character. What else is... Okay, then which show is better, Teen Titans or Young Justice? Okay, Teen Titans is awesome. I love it. It had some really great things. I can't really choose, Alex. Sorry. I think Young Justice has good points and bad points. Teen Titans had good points and bad points. If I had to weigh them out, Young Justice so far has done a lot better in the first season and a half than Teen Titans did for me. But even then, Teen Titans still was way up there. It's still an absolutely amazing series that I love. Young Justice is getting closer and closer to being the same level as it. Will it ever beat it? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Let's have a look. What other questions do we have? The Scottish are moronic for football. We take it far too far. Yeah, we do take it way too far, Dayton. Football slash soccer isn't big over out here in America, so it doesn't compare. Yeah, like the only thing I can compare what it's like out here to the closest I can do in America is your American football. It's kind of like that on a whole different level. Trust me, like if you've ever seen the movie Green Street, which is an awesome film by the way, the first one, not the second one, it really does show how bad it can get over here. Trust me. Mostly in England, Scotland. Trust me, you come up to Scotland, just be careful. Don't wear the wrong colours. They set fire to their own stadiums. Yeah, pretty much. Well, I thought UK take football bad. Yeah, wait and see. I will never start on football here. Yeah, sorry, Dad. Sorry, Dad. Second that, never blah blah blah. So you're the only American I know. Do you D&D roleplay Scottish? I have played a wee bit of D&D in the past. I only played like one game in my entire life. Mainly because not a lot of my friends wanted to play it. I had the books and everything. I had like the basic books for D&D. But none of my friends wanted to play it. No one was really interested in it. Anytime I tried to get a game started or even tried to say, do you want to play a game? No one ever really wanted. Nobody wanted to play. So I never managed to get any games and all that done. But I would like to get into D&D a little bit. And right now I'm trying. I keep forgetting to do this. I meaning to order the Dragon Age RPGs, but any place I've tried to look for them has sold out of them, so I haven't had a chance to order them. But I really want to get the Dragon Age ones and then maybe evolve into something more. So yeah. What else do we have? Fair enough. In Dragon Age 2, which voice do you prefer, male Hawk or female Hawk? I don't really like both, either one of them, I'm going to be honest. Male Hawk is kind of trying to be too much like Shepard, and Female Hawk, after the Legacy DLC and the scene where you get the key as Female Hawk, that voice acting is bad because it literally sounds like she's having an orgasm. If you haven't seen the scene, trust me, go check it out. I literally stopped playing Legacy with my female character right there and then because I could not stop laughing. It literally sounds like she's saying it. She feels it inside her, and the way she says it, it sounds like she's having an orgasm. I'm sorry, I had to stop. I was like, I was literally on the floor laughing. I had to stop. Yeah. Who's your favorite voice actor or slash actress? That's really difficult to say. I'm not gonna say any particular ones. I'm just gonna say a couple of my favorite ones off the top of my head. Vic Mignogna is awesome. Tara Strong, Courtney Taylor, Jennifer Hale, Mark Meir. So many. Those are the ones that pop into my head. But yeah, there's too many. I can't really say who's my all-time favorite. But Vic Mignogna is awesome. He has an amazing voice. Tara Strong as well is awesome. She's brilliant. But yeah, a lot of different things. Which film of Marvel Phase 2 are you looking forward to the most? I must admit, I am looking forward to Iron Man 3 because of the Iron Patriot. I really want to see who they're going to get to play the Iron Patriot, because for those who don't know, the Iron Patriot in DC Universe is actually ciao Gabriel, is Norman Osborn in the Marvel Universe. It's Norman Osborn who's the Iron Patriot, but they can't use Norman Osborn due to the fact that Sony own the rights to the Spider-Man movies. So how they're going to get are they going to put Norman Osborn into the movie, or are they going to leave Iron Patriot completely covered? You're never going to know who he is until Marvel can get their rights back for Spider-Man, which I'm hoping they can, because until they get the rights back for Spider-Man, X-Men, and Fantastic Four, none of those characters will be in the Marvel Phase 2 movies. They never will, because of Sony's ass. But yeah, I would like to say as Iron Man 3 is going to looks awesome, but same with Thor 2, Captain America 2, Guardians of the Galaxy, um, Avengers 2. So many I'm looking forward to because Joss Whedon is fantastic and all of the directors are fantastic, so I can't wait. So yeah. They've got 3 years. Yeah, Sony are going to pump out Spider-Man movies until they. Right, here's the thing. Even though I liked the new Amazing Spider-Man, I thought it was really well done. I kind of wish it hadn't made so much money because until until Sony see no profit in Spider-Man, they won't give the rights back. They will pay for the rights as much as they can. I really want Marvel to get the rights to all their franchises back because I want them to make their movies because they do a fantastic job. And I really want to see Spider-Man in the Avengers. I want to see Wolverine in the Avengers. If they could get Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in the Avengers, I'd be sold. It'd be the greatest film ever, in my opinion. Green Street is with the guy from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Ella, what was his name? Something Wood. I keep forgetting his name. Elijah Wood, that's it. It'd be cool to organise a D&D game over Skype or on forums. As I said, I'd rather play with people I know. No offence to anyone out there. I'd rather play with people I know. And as I say, I've got an idea too for a couple of games, but we'll wait and see what happens. Who's your favourite actor / actress or one of your favourites? One of my favourites is Mila Jovovich. I think she's an awesome actress. I loved her in The Fifth Element. I loved her in Resident Evil 1 and 2. Didn't really like her in any other films afterwards. I'm sorry, the Resident Evil movies need reboots. Oh, sorry, just X. Oh, fuck. Ow. Oh, shit, that hurts. Sorry, my back clipped a wee bit. Oh, there we go. But I really liked her also in the movie The Fourth Kind. I really liked that film. I know a lot of people take the mickey out of it because it's kind of bad, but I liked it. I thought it was fun. It's one of the few found footage genre films that actually made me jump. And I think she's a really great actress, and I think she needs more work. She needs to get away from the Resident Evil franchise. She needs to get into other films. I really want to see her in more sci-fi shit. I'm going to be honest. As for actors, Robert Downey Jr., who else? I also like Kate Beckinsale. I think she's awesome. But yeah, it's me. Have you seen the new RoboCop effort? Yes, it looks like Batman. It looks like Batman and RoboCop's baby. It looks like Batman and RoboCop had a baby. That's what it looks like to me because he's black. He's black. RoboCop is not meant to be black. He's meant to be blue. He's meant to be blue. And let's be honest. They should never have rebooted RoboCop because RoboCop 1 and 2 are awesome movies. Not so much the rest of them, but 1 and 2 are awesome, in my opinion. It does look like a car advert, I'll have to admit there. Don't worry, Spider-Man 3 will come out and it'll suck as... Please don't go there. Do you watch anime or manga? If so, what are your favourites? I don't read manga that much because I don't like the look of it. But I do watch quite a good chunk of anime. Let's see, some of my favourites if I had to pop off my head is like, I'll be honest, it's some of my kind of there's a lot of animes that I never got a chance to watch that I've always wanted to watch, and I only watched this year and that last year. But the ones that I can say before I watched the big ones was Dragon Ball Z, Naruto was one of my favourites at one point, but failed with it. Excuse me. Cardcaptor Sakura. What else? Yu-Gi-Oh! Is awesome. I loved Yu-Gi-Oh! Hell, I think I've still got it to X. Is it still down here? Where the hell is it? Shit. I've still got this. I've got Rocket Man. I've still got one of these tins. I should still have plenty more of these cards, but I loved Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh's awesome in my opinion. I absolutely adored it growing up, and I still do to this day. Of course, Pokemon. I grew up with Pokemon. Digimon is awesome. And let's just get to the ones that I've just watched in the past 2 years that I am now in love with. Full Metal Alchemist, the 2003 version. I had heard a very little about Full Metal Alchemist beyond the fact that it was one of the greatest animes ever, and everyone has to watch it. I knew none. I knew no spoilers about it. I knew nothing about it. I technically was an FMA virgin, and then after watching Jesse Otaku's review of it, I went, you know what, fuck it. I'll give Full Metal Alchemist a try, and I watched all 52 episodes in a weekend, and I loved it. It was awesome. I adored it. It was fantastic. Didn't like the ending that much, but it was really well done. I loved it. It's a really great anime. I just actually also another anime that I've been meaning to watch for a while was One Piece. Not the 4Kids version, but the Funimation version, and then the rest subbed. And I watched all episodes to get up to date, which is over 500 in 2 weeks. I have no life. But One Piece is awesome. I love it. It's really well done. What else? I'm watching Cowboy Bebop at the moment. I'm up to episode 4 at the moment. I just haven't had a chance to watch any more episodes of it. But if there's any animes you want me review or check out, let me know. I'm also watching one called Sword Art Online. It's awesome and it's really well done. I love it. It's brilliant. So I don't know. I might review animes in the future. I don't know. Seriously, am I the only one of the likes the new look? What new look? Yu-Gi-Oh! Was law back in the day? Yeah, it was. What films are you looking forward to next year? I don't really pay that much attention to the release calendar for movies, because normally I just wait for the trailers to come out and I'll go, I might go see that. See you, Hawthorne, or whatever the hell it is. But I am looking forward to The Hobbit. As apparent at the start of the stream, I'm reading The Hobbit. I've just finished after chapter 2 at the moment. I don't know what chapter I'm on. Yeah, I'm about to go into chapter 3. I haven't had much time to read it, but I am reading The Hobbit, and I'm going to try and finish this before the first movie comes out. Because I really want to finish. I want to do this. And I'll review both the book. I'll review The Hobbit when it comes out. Don't worry. But yeah. What else? I think that's about it. Man of Steel as well, as someone said. I am looking forward to Man of Steel. That does look kind of interesting. I just hope they don't go the Batman route, and like with Christopher Nolan there. I just like don't. All seriousness to Christopher Nolan, his Batman movies are awesome. Although I'm going to be honest, I still want my Batman to be more comic booky. I'm still waiting for the perfect Batman film for me. The Tim Burton Batman films are okay. Like, Batman is brilliant. Batman Returns is too dark. Schumacher's Batman films, as I said in my reviews, are way too kiddie. Nolan's films are too realistic, but they're still really good. But at the same time, no one's really got that right mix from bat nipples. Or I rip them off and squeeze them and rip them off and put them in their eyes and but no director has managed to get the right mix of comic booky and realistic for me, because I don't know, no one's been able to hit the Batman animated series live action. No one's been able to do it yet, and until they do that, I won't have my perfect Batman film. Sorry. Even though I love Christopher Nolan's movies, I still think it should be more, Batman should be more comic booky, especially if they want to do a Justice League film. Especially if we also want to see other villains like Poison Ivy, Bane, Two-Face. Two-Face was alright in the Dark Knight, but I think he was underused. Harley Quinn, Mad Hatter, all those characters, it needs to be more comic booky. But I will admit one where what's his name? Keaton, I think it is, from the Tim Burton Batman films, in Batman, did do the best role as Batman and Bruce Wayne, but even then he didn't nail it perfectly. I think no actor has been able to nail it perfectly yet, in my opinion. I'm still waiting for the perfect Batman actor to come on. Star Trek Into Darkness. Yeah, Star Trek Into Darkness, I'm looking forward to that. Thor as well. Just saw the new Robocop. Who does the sci-fi relations? Why does everything sci-fi related have to have the same suit? Yeah, Andy, I do agree. Why can't they just go with the original source material and just keep it the same? Who's playing RoboCop in the reboot? Weller did the original. I haven't got a clue who's doing the new one and Batman and the new one, but Joel Kinnaman, never heard of him either. I will say one thing. One film I really want to go and see is Dread. I'm going to go and see that this weekend, actually. Do you watch Once Upon a Time, the show? No. I've heard of it, but I've never watched it. I'm about to get killed, I can guarantee. If it's any good, I might check it out. Well, OMD, normally anything you like, I like, so I'll check it if I get a chance. I've still got a lot of shit to, as I say, I've still got a whole bunch of stuff to catch up on, review, and watch. So I'll see what I can do. I started watching Neo Genesis Evangelion anime, Giant Robots vs Giant Monsters. Yeah, of course it is. You've got a giant monster, you've got me interested if. Killing, never seen it, never heard of it. Do I have any more questions? Just fire them away. I'll take a couple more, then I need to hop off. Anyway, quick question. Who's never had Irn-Bru? Who's never had Irn-Bru? I'm asking you a question. Who's never had Irn-Bru? Who's never had it? Okay, MD, I am buying you some. Okay, I ever go to any conventions or anything in the future, I am bringing a case of Irn-Bru and you all get one glass. You've never heard of Irn-Bru. Shame on you. Shame on you. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be bloody kidding me. Dread bombed? Crap. I really wanted a sequel for that film, apparently. I really want to go and see it. I'm going to see it this weekend, and then I'm going to review it, and if I like it, I'll let you know. Okay, don't worry. Do you guys have Fanta? Yes, we have Fanta, and I love Fanta as well, but nothing beats Irn-Bru. I'm sorry. Nothing beats Irn-Bru. It's made in Scotland, and it's my personal favourite of all time. So it doesn't taste like it then. No, here's the thing with Irn-Bru. Every person who I've asked who's ever tasted this said it tastes like something different. Like, I'll take a quick swig at it. No, actually. For me personally, it tastes a bit citrusy, and I don't know why, but I can taste metal. But I love it. It's called Irn-Bru. There's probably iron in it. But yeah, if I were going to a convention, I'm going to bring a case of this, and I'll give you all one glass, so you can all try it, because if you haven't tried Irn-Bru, I'll slap you. Try Irn-Bru. It's awesome. So, do I have any more questions? Fire away. Dr. Pepper, I like Dr. Pepper as well. I don't mind that, but Irn-Bru still. Irn-Bru's the best. Nothing beats Irn-Bru. Sorry. Maybe if I'll, as I said, my new series, The Warrior's Delights, I'll give try of different stuff. There's actually an American candy shop in the town that's just opened up, and it has a whole bunch of imported candies from America, including vanilla soda. Well, Coca-Cola vanilla. Cream soda's best. Cream soda's awesome. But there's an American candy shop in the town, so I'm probably going to pop in there and buy one or two cheap. Well, they're not cheap, they're actually expensive as hell. Because of the import charges. There's a lot of American candy in there. And I'll probably grab one or two things I haven't tried before. Ugh. The not good things about Coca-Cola vanilla? Oh, maybe I shouldn't get that. Oh crap, you're going to make me get that now. So I'll grab a couple of them. And maybe, I don't know, if you have any requests, and if I can get, as I say, my new series, The Warrior's Delights, I'm going to try a whole bunch of different, anything you want me to try, I'll give it a try. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know. I'm going to pop into the American candy shop probably this weekend, actually, when I'm doing a tune, because I need to go down and buy Mark of Athena. And for those that know that book series, you know what I'm talking about. I need to go down and buy that book, and also finish The Hobbit. I'm probably going to buy one or two things out of there, so yeah. So do you have a name for your website yet? For those that don't know, I'm working on a website for college, and it's basically for my YouTube channel. I haven't got a name yet. Right now, I'm just using the default name, SW92. Excuse me. But I'm still accepting any ideas for names for the website. So if you have any recommendations for a name for the website, please let me know. As it says, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to put this up anytime soon. I can actually get it hosted eventually. If once I finish it, if I want, I can actually get a really good deal. So yeah, I think I'll have a wee think about it. As I say, if I can get a hold of it, if I can get it hosted, I'll get it hosted, and we'll see what happens. There won't be any forums or anything because forums actually cost a lot of money to set up. I have priced them. They did cost a bit of a fortune to set up, so there won't be any forums. There probably won't be a comment section. It's just going to be a bare bones website at the moment until I can get some of the proper stuff set up. So it will be a wee while. Should Green Lantern have a sequel or a reboot? It should have a sequel because the Green Lantern Corps can have anyone as the Green Lantern of Earth. You can have John Stewart, you can have Guy Gardner, you can have Kyle. There's a whole bunch of them. You can have a whole new Green Lantern. You don't need to reboot Green Lantern to do that. So yeah, I think a sequel is alright. Your thoughts on Resident Evil 6? I haven't played it. I haven't got Resident Evil 6. As I says, I'm not spending any more money on games this month. I need to actually save up my money. I got my stuff that I needed to get. Resident Evil 6 is not a high priority for me at the moment. I will eventually get it. I will let you know that. I will get it eventually, but at the moment I've got so much shit to review and read, to watch, and games to play to review, that Resident Evil 6 is something that's going to be put on the back burner for some time. So I will get it eventually, don't worry about that, but Resident Evil 6 is not a high priority at the moment. I have watched a full playthrough of it, because I know I wasn't going to get it. I've watched a full playthrough of it, and it does look really good. I started to watch the Ada 1 campaign, but I think I might get it eventually. We'll have to wait and see. You had so many bad reviews of Green Lantern, of Resident Evil. No, here's the thing. Resident Evil, IGN and all that, all these people that are reviewing it, all these mainstream ones are, don't trust them, okay? I don't mean to sound bad or anything. They're just doing their job, but they don't know what they're talking about. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but even though they're professional game reviewers, most of them are just doing it to pander to different companies and all that, and a lot of them give it bad scores because they say they want old Resident Evil back. Here's the thing, Resident Evil has evolved. I used to be one of those people that says Resident Evil should go back to the way it was, but here's the thing, the Resident Evil story has evolved, and it makes sense for the story for the games to change. That's what I'm saying. I'm okay with the changes now. I'm fine with it now that I accept it. You need to judge Resident Evil 6 as a fair game, and I don't trust these mainstream reviewers, so if I do get a hold of Resident Evil 6, I will review it. Do not worry about that. But at the moment, it's not high on my priority list. Retribution is the 5th film. Yeah, they need to reboot the Resident Evil movies. I'm sorry. Silent Hill is still better and better film too. Yeah, the Silent Hill film actually was really good. I never played the Silent Hill games. I'm going to be honest. I might play them eventually, but I never played them. So I did like the movie, so maybe I'll like the games. Good luck, Alex. You'll need it. Yeah, Silent Hill had Sean Bean in it, and it was awesome. He was only in it for a brief amount of time, though. That was kind of bad. He was only in it for like the start of the film, a little bit in the middle, and then the end. So yeah. So you say that you will say that it's Mass Effect changes. So you say that say that if Mass Effect changes. If it makes sense. If it makes sense for where Mass Effect's going, for it to change, then yes, I'll be fine with it. But as I says, I still do not like the ending to Mass Effect 3. I still hate it. I will always hate it. Okay? You can't convince me otherwise. So don't even attempt to. So do we have any more questions? You can fire them away. I've got plenty of time at the moment. You can fire them away all you want. Any questions are welcome. I'm not too fussed. I actually got me curious. I'm gonna have a look at my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I completely forgot I had these two. What do you think of full gamers who play all major releases? Do they lose love for it? No. Like, one Let's Player I follow is Darkside Phil, and let me tell you right now, he plays every single major release. He plays more games in 1 year than any of these mainstream game reviewers, because no, he plays every major release, and he does full Let's Plays of them and full reviews of them, and he's not got bored of it. He loves it. He still loves it, and he's awesome in my opinion. He's the best reviewer out there. He plays every single major release that comes out. He puts other Let's Players to shame. He puts people like PewDiePie, Toby Games, all these Let's Players out there. He puts them to shame. He puts them to shame. They are nothing compared to him. He plays every major release in my opinion, and he's the best Let's Player out there, because he puts more effort and more work into his Let's Plays than half of these other ones out there. Like, no offense to PewDiePie, but yeah, I don't like him. He's shit. He's fucking horrible. No offense, I don't like him. If you like him, good on you. I don't. I think he's bad. The face cam thing is, ugh. As I said, it can work if you do it right, but I don't like it. Have you heard that the lead Bioware designer has quit to start a new studio with Which lead Bioware designer? Did it have to be the lead Bioware designer for KOTOR? Did it? What? Well, that could be good. That could actually be a good thing. Not so much for BioWare, but for Bethesda, that could be a good thing. I'm intrigued. Let me know. What do you think of the Avengers? I've reviewed the Avengers. Go watch my review of it. Jeesh. So you're going to rage at EA making... Yes, I will rage at EA making Mass Effect a fucking FPS game. I will go at EA's headquarters myself and punch them all in the face. Sorry. I couldn't do that. Yeah, trust me. I never understood the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! How could you not understand the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! They're fairly bloody simple. You've got cards, you shuffle the deck, you start off with, I think it's 6,000 life points, and then each monster has attack and defense points, then you also have magic. Okay, it's kind of complicated. But I've got some pretty awesome cards here. I just had a wee quick look through them. I've got these two cards. These are awesome. I'm sorry, I love these. I love my Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay. I put my Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards away before I start playing with them. I don't know his name, but he quit and he said he's starting up a new developer with people from Bethesda. That could be awesome. That could be really awesome. We'll have to wait and see. You heard the new Adele theme. Have you heard the new? I've only heard a wee sample of it. As it says, I stopped watching the James Bond films after Pierce Brosnan left because he was my Bond. I don't really like Daniel Craig that much. I'm sorry, I don't. I've heard a wee bit of it, and from what I heard, I thought it was alright. I'm not going to hear the whole thing because I don't really pay attention to James Bond stuff, but Adele is an awesome singer. I think she's one of the best out there today, but she hasn't done a lot in a wee while. But I think she's awesome, and it probably does sound absolutely brilliant. But I don't watch the James Bond films anymore, sorry. I stopped watching them after I think it was Die Another Day, because I started watching it with Pierce Brosnan and I finished watching it with Pierce Brosnan. He was my Bond, and when he left, I left. Kind of like Doctor Who, except for Doctor Who, I left after David Tennant left, and then I watched 1 or 2 episodes with Matt Smith, and then I came back. But I don't like... I tried watching Casino Royale, and I got about a quarter of the way through it. But I couldn't make it through Casino Royale. I couldn't make it all the way through. I'm sorry. I tried watching it and I just didn't like it, and I turned it off. I actually haven't seen a lot of the Sean Connery James Bond films beyond the 1 or 2 wee clips I've seen. I keep meaning to watch them, but I never get around to them. Yeah, Egyptian god cards were ridiculous. They were way overpowered. I actually had the Egyptian god cards at one point, but unfortunately I lost them, which is freaking rage at the moment, because they were awesome cards, especially when you fucking annihilated people with them. They were awesome. Do we have any more questions out there? Just fire them away. I had all of them. They were all awesome. There's X. I forgot to close something. Just doing a wee quick something. Oops, shit. Crap. Sorry. Everyone went go there. There we are. So you follow the actor, not the series. No, not really. As it says, I've watched GoldenEye, the Pierce Brosnan one. That's awesome. As it says, I didn't really stop watching James Bond after Pierce Brosnan left. I stopped watching it after I tried to watch Casino Royale, and I didn't like it. I just didn't like Daniel Craig that much. I didn't like him at all, and so I just stopped watching him. That's my opinion. Christopher Nolan, if he does a good job, I've got no problem with it. Christopher Nolan, he did a good job. We'll see what happens. So, do we have any more questions? Fire away all you want. I don't care. Any question will do. What the hell is the bat glare? The bat glare is the look that Batman gives you, in which you feel pain. You feel agony. You feel fear. So much so that he could ask you anything, and you would tell him whatever you wanted. Whatever he wanted. It's the look he gives you, knowing that you do not get in his way. You do not stop him. When he gives you the bat glare, you may as well surrender. You may as well give up. Because that's the look. And that's the look he gives you just before you see your worst nightmare. And he kicks your ass. The bat glare is Batman's superpower. It makes you tell him anything. It's awesome. I love it. The bat glare was always my favourite part in most of the Batman stuff that I've seen. Thought of Ellen Page and Beyond. Beyond could be alright. He's a good actor, blah 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 blah. Have you seen an old Batman trailer with the clips from the animated series? No, I haven't. I haven't seen it, sorry. Have you heard Batman laugh? It's creepy. Yes, I have. It's way creepy. It's creepy beyond belief. Ugh. A bad credit card. A bad credit card. No, I'm not gonna steal this stick. That's the Nostalgia Critics thing. What's more creepy, although is very surprising, is when Batman sings "Am I Blue" in the episode Little Piggy from Justice League. I love that scene. It's awesome. As you can tell, I'm a Bat Wonder shipper. Batman and Wonder Woman. Oh, I love the two of them together. They're so fantastic. Sorry, something in my throat. I'll check out later, Denton. I don't want to watch it right now because my earphones have a weird ringing anytime I try and speak through this. Right, I'll take a few more questions, then I'm going to end this. Excuse me. So if you have any more questions, just fire them away. I'll answer really anything. So I'll take about, I don't know, 3 or 4 more. So fire them away. No more questions? Oh, shame. Have you seen Dishonored Tales of the Dumbwell clip? I'm not watching anything involving spoilers when it comes to Dishonored because I have pre-ordered it and I am getting it. I'm not watching any trailers or anything about it because I'm trying to remain as spoiler free as I possibly can. Sorry, two seconds. So yeah, what's the greatest sci-fi in your opinion? Uh, Debatable. If we're talking sci-fi movie, my personal favorite is it's a toss-up between Fifth Element and Star Wars, like the original trilogy, not the prequels. Not so more so Episode 4. That was one I really did love, but I really love Fifth Element. It's awesome. Sci-fi series. I was a big Star Trek kid growing up. But then I saw probably my now all-time favorite sci-fi thing that I think died way too young was Firefly. I fucking love that. It's awesome. I want it back. It's bloody awesome. I don't care. I want Firefly back. It had everything for me personally. I loved it. What do you think of Amy and Roy's exit in Doctor Who? I thought it was well done. It was sad. It was really sad in my opinion. I almost cried. I'll have to admit that. I thought it was well done, and it was a good twist. I didn't expect it. I really did like the way they went off. It really was a nice send off to them. I was sad that they had to go like that. Like, I would have preferred if maybe they went out fighting, but it made sense. It made sense why they both went out the way they did. It made sense. I loved the way they did it. It's very well written, very well done. I would have preferred if they'd went out fighting after all they'd been through, but I see why they went out the way they did, so that's fine with me. Is it true that Doctor Who is some kind of some as who's kind of turning into Twilight when it comes to the story? No. How dare you? How dare you, MD? How very dare you compare Doctor Who to Twilight? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Well, whoever said it is a liar. I've seen Twilight, New Moon, and Eclipse with my ex. And I lied through my teeth saying I liked them because I was a naive teenager who had his first girlfriend. They are awful films. The story is fucking shit. Anyone compares Doctor Who to Twilight, slap them across the face from me. I don't care. Whoever said that deserves slapped across the face. No. 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 What else was? Are you a wrestling fan? I was a wrestling fan. I grew up with the Attitude Era, which is WWF/WWE. And I grew up with people like Stone Cold, Undertaker, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Shane O'Mac, Mick Foley. I grew up in the Attitude Era. That's the best era in my opinion. And after wrestling became PG-13, I kind of stopped watching it for a while, especially lately, because it's just getting way too ridiculous. It's getting way too kiddie, way too PG, and I'm starting to lose interest in it all over again. I got interested in it again when CM Punk started doing his shit, and CM Punk is my favourite. I just wish they would have done more with... I just wish they would take risks. I wish they would take risks. But they won't. Okay, I have to see this thing. Who dares compare Twilight to freaking... What? Wow. Wow, okay. Whoa. Hmm. Uh, yeah, okay, like, I see the similarities. The person actually does have a valid argument. However, I will state this, that at least it's better written than Twilight. I'm sorry, I don't think it's become way too Twilight, because the Doctor is not immortal. The Doctor Who is not immortal. The Doctor is a Time Lord who only has, I think it's 13 lives. They only have 13 regeneration cycles. And he's actually coming towards the end of his cycle. I think he's on his like 11th or 12th, I think. He's coming towards the end. She has a point. I see where she's coming from. I see where that lady's coming from. However, at least it's better written. But the Doctor, she's kind of wrong. The Doctor isn't immortal. He is a Time Lord. Time Lords are not immortal. They merely have the ability to regenerate and create whole new bodies. And they only can do it X amount of times. Like I say, as I said, I think it's 12 or 13 times. And once they do it the 12 or 13 times, they're dead. They're dead. They're dead, 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 dead. And the Doctor is actually coming up for his final regeneration fairly shortly. So he's not immortal. But I see her point. I kind of see where she's coming from. And I agree with some bits, but I don't agree with other bits. But she has a valid point. I'm not going to say she's wrong, but I disagree with the fact that at least if it is kind of like Twilight, at least it's written better than Twilight, because Twilight's written horribly. I've never read the books. I've only seen the movies. What's your favorite documentary? I don't watch a lot of documentaries. I'm not a big fan of them. I watch one every now and then. The only one I really kind of watch, which isn't really a documentary, is Mythbusters. I think they're awesome, but that's about it. Will you be getting WWE 14, which will focus on the Attitude Era? Gangrel is in it. Probably not. I stopped getting the wrestling games a while ago. So I'm not gonna. I don't think I'll get the game. Sorry. Do you watch BBC's show Sherlock, and are you looking forward to season 3? Yes, I watched Sherlock. It's freaking awesome. I loved it. I can't wait for season 3. I had no idea we were actually making one, but Sherlock is awesome. Yeah, and well, I was actually the same. I actually couldn't get used to Sherlock in the modern setting. It was kind of weird, but it grows on you. Thinking of my back issue with the books. No. Yeah, well, Andy, you know a lot about Sherlock Holmes, but it'll grow on you. Don't worry. Yeah, Mycroft is awesome. Wait till you get to. Have you got to? Have you managed to get to Moriarty yet? Because he's awesome. Moriarty is really well done. Sherlock's an awesome series. I keep meaning to buy the series on Blu-ray, but I always forget. The show still. They won't end the show, but the Doctor will die. The Doctor will die. There's no if buts about it. The Doctor will die eventually. There's no way they can write their way around it. He will die eventually. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. How will he die? And who will take on the mantle of the Doctor? Good on you, MD. Stick with it. Trust me, Moriarty is really awesome in it. How do you feel about CBS making their own version called Elementary? As long as it's good, I have no problem with it. Yeah, you're late, Errolist. I've talked to quite a lot about it, and in fact, I'm ending it fairly shortly, so you may want to ask questions right now. Trust me, MD, it gets a lot better after a lot more episodes, and there are some really, really great bits. Sherlock is awesome. I was the exact same as you, MD, that people say, check out Sherlock, it's absolutely fantastic. And I was like, Sherlock Holmes in the modern setting? That couldn't work. I'm sorry, I don't think that could work, but then I watched it, and it's awesome. I loved it. It's really well done. And when you get to Moriarty is awesome. Like, the Sherlock Holmes movie Game of Shadows is awesome. I love Moriarty in that. I love Sherlock in that. But the Moriarty and Sherlock is brilliantly done. It's really well done. And It's basically like it's if they were in the modern times. It's really well done, and trust me, Andy, you will love it. Best zombie movie ever. Okay, for comedy sakes, one of my all-time favorite zombie films is Shaun of the Dead. I love Shaun of the Dead. It's an awesome film. That and Zombieland are two of my favorite zombie films. Um, and they're brilliantly done. They're brilliant for comedy's sake. They are really well done. I love them. They're awesome. Shaun of the Dead is really really spectacular. Um, I don't think anybody likes it. Likes it. Uh, likes Elementary. I don't think if she doesn't like it, I won't. Um, and Zombieland is just absolutely fucking balls to the walls insane, and I love it for that. Um, but but I've never actually seen a lot of the Day of the. I'm trying to think. I think it's Dawn of the Dead is the one that's set in the mall, not the remake. I have seen the original, and I really do like that. The Dawn of the Dead, the original Dawn of the Dead, is really well done. I like that one. And the remake, people really put a lot of hate on the remake, but I think the remake is really good. I like the remake. It was really well done. Um, I've never seen Day of the Dead though. But 28 Weeks Later I like as well. 28 Weeks Later is actually a really good. I don't really call it a zombie film because I don't really classify those creatures in um those creatures in 28 Days Later as zombies because they're basically infected with a rage virus. They're not infected with a virus that kills them. It merely makes them stronger, tougher, and a bit harder to kill. They're not really zombies to an extent. I don't really consider them zombies, but I see how people could call them zombies. But yeah, Walking Dead is actually really well done. I love The Walking Dead. It's freaking awesome. I'm actually going to be getting The Walking Dead Compendium 1 and 2 when I can because I really want to read the source material. Uh, um, yeah, I'll assume as well. Um, have you played Dead Rising 1 or 2? I have played Dead Rising 1 or 2. I could never complete them because of the stupid bloody time thing. I mostly just walked around and killed zombies for a while. I liked that, like Dead Rising for that. The story was just a pain in the ass to get through. You play any zombie games? Yeah, I play zombie games. If there's a good zombie game out, I'll play it. Like Resident Evil, I've played. Fuck, what else? I tried playing Left 4 Dead, but I didn't like it. It was really stupid in my opinion. I'm sorry, I don't like it. Yeah, I'll play zombie games just for laughs or for serious things. But yeah, Resident Evil needs a serious reboot for the next gen. No more action stuff. I agree and I disagree. Resident Evil as is has evolved beyond that, but I would like it if they'd done at least one Resident Evil game. It was like a throwback to the old style. A modern version of those games would be awesome, but yeah. What do you think of 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later? 28 Days Later, I love. I prefer that over. 28 Days Later was really good. I liked it. It was really well done. But 28 Weeks Later was fantastic. I loved it. Mainly because. Fuck, what's his name? He's Scottish. I should know this. MD, who's the guy you wanted to play? Dr. Ian, and Robert Cartel. Yeah, thank you. He's awesome in that film. He is awesome. He's an awesome actor. I think he's an awesome actor. I loved him in Stargate Universe. I only watched the first couple episodes of that because we had it for a while, then the channel cut out, so I couldn't watch it anymore. But he's an awesome actor, and he's brilliant in 28 Weeks Later. He's awesome. No, I don't think 28 Days Later could be made into a game. I don't think it could. I don't think it could. I don't think it should ever be made into a game. It couldn't work, in my opinion. I need to watch the rest of Stargate Universe because I fucking stopped watching and I wish I hadn't. He plays Rumpelstiltskin in Once Upon a Time. Okay, now I need to watch it. So I'll definitely check it Once Upon a Time when I can. So do we have any more questions? I'll take a couple more, then I'm going to end this because I don't want to keep up. I can't keep sharing. He probably was. I don't think I can't remember him being in any hooligan film, to my knowledge. But do you have any more questions? Just fire them away. Trainspotting. I have never seen Trainspotting. Never seen that film in my life. How are you? Have you been enjoying FTL? Yes, I have been enjoying Faster Than Light / FTL immensely. It's a really, really addicting game. It's a really addicting game, and I want to go back and play it now. Actually, it's really well done. It's a brilliant game. I love it. It's really enjoyable, and I'd recommend it so far. I am trying to do quite a lot in it before I review it, because I am going to do a wee on review of it. But I'll definitely have to. I'll definitely have to try and beat a good chunk of it. I haven't beaten the game yet because the final boss battle is a pain in the ass. The rebel flagship is freaking near impossible to kill. But yeah, I'm trying to beat it, but it's really hard. It's really hard. Which film or TV series do you think needs a reboot? Resident Evil, firstly, the Resident Evil movies need a reboot because Mila, no offense, I love you, but you need to go. You need to go get more films. Not so much a reboot, but it just needs brought back. Firefly needs to be brought back. The Star Wars prequels kind of need a reboot, but that's never gonna happen. I can't think of anything else. None popped to my head because either I loved it or I hated it and never want to see it again, or I want to see more of it. Either or. Is a Scottish film with Ewan McGregor and Robert Casca, and it's about drugs and life. Oh yeah, right, whatever. Yeah, indeed, I do agree with you. Dead Like Me needs to come back. It was awesome. Sounds like I'm gonna have to end this stream soon, guys. Best Scottish film. I can't think of many Scottish films that aren't bad. I don't think it's one that's based in Scotland. Doomsday. Nah, miss. No. Doomsday was an awesome film, in my opinion. I liked Doomsday because it was based in Glasgow, and it was really well done. I liked Doomsday. It was a nice, decent action film, in my opinion. But I can't really think of any Scottish films that popped to my head that were brilliant or that I absolutely love. But yeah, I haven't seen Angel Shares. I actually didn't want to see it. It didn't appeal to me. Yeah, the zombie World War Z. I actually keep meaning to read the book of that, but I keep forgetting to pick it up. Yeah, it was. It was actually. I went down. I was actually near where it was getting filmed at one point, and I managed to get a quick glimpse of it, which was awesome. Angel or Buffy? Angel, hands down. Sorry, even though Buffy's awesome, I prefer Angel, mainly because David Boreanaz. Oh, sorry. Back. Sorry, I kind of phased out there. Sorry. I was flashback into previous episodes of Angel with David Boreanaz and him shirtless. Back to reality. Have you heard about Joss Whedon's Shield show? Yes, and I cannot wait to see what they do with that. That sounds awesome. For those who don't know, Joss Whedon has been signed on to make a Marvel TV series, which is going to be awesome. I'm sorry, that's going to be. It really sounds like it's going to be awesome from what I've heard, and I can't wait to see what he does with it because he's an awesome. He's the geek king of Hollywood. He's awesome. He hasn't. He's not done a stepped a foot wrong in my opinion. Do you like Bones the show? Yes, MD, I do like the Bones the TV show. Bones is awesome. I love it. I actually still have it? There's eggs. I think I might still have it. Yeah. Give me up. I ended up actually picking up one of the books a while back. This is actually Kathy Reach's. It's the author who inspired the TV series Bones. It's one of her books. I got it so long ago. I just haven't had the chance to actually read it. It's actually not that thick a book. It's actually reasonably thin. I keep meaning to read it, but I keep forgetting, and I actually do need to read it eventually. But yeah, she is actually a forensic anthropologist. The Kathy Ritchie's, for those who don't know, she is a forensic anthropologist, and I really want to read this, but I keep forgetting to pick it up and read it because I've got so many stuff I need to read first. I need to read this. I need to read some more. Oh, excuse me. Have you seen The Boy in the Striped Pajamas? Only film I've ever cried watching. Yes, I have seen The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, and it's a really good film. I think it's a really, really well done film. I didn't cry at it because I'm a heartless bastard. I can't help it. There's very few things in this world that make me cry. But I think it was a really good film and a really nice divulge into a very sad time in history, the Holocaust. Yeah. You're going to watch the Arrow? Yeah, I'm going to watch the Green Arrow TV show. I did like him, and I do like Green Arrow, but as I said, I'll have to wait and see what I think. I'll wait until it comes out. Have you ever heard of 50 Shades of Grey? Apparently, a new create. Yes, I've heard of 50 Shades of Grey. My mum has read all 3 of the books, and I have watched Team 4-Star and Doug Walker do a live reading of certain bits of 50 Shades of Grey, and I would highly recommend that you watch it because it is hilarious. It is so funny. But yeah, for those who don't know, 50 Shades of Grey was actually a book that was actually originally a Twilight fan fiction, and the author just changed a couple of things about it to make it less Twilighty. So yeah, that's it. Don't want to read 50 Shades of Grey though. Will you do more Warriors Delights? Yes, I have, and I do intend to do more Warriors Delights. You missed it earlier, so I did say that I have a few planned. I'm not going to repeat myself, but I do have a plan for a few more Warriors Delights. And as I said in the video, if you have any requests for Warriors Delights, please send me a comment in the video, tell me what you want me to try, and if I can get my hands on it, I will try it. So don't worry about that. So far, I've got 1 or 2 requests. Are you interested in the Godzilla remake that's coming? Oh, it's for Alex. Alex, on you go. You answer that question. How much is Warriors Delight influenced by Deep? Yes, the Warriors Delight is influenced by DSP Tries It. But however, I will add my own. I will add my own twist to it. Don't worry about that. There's not so much. There's only so much you can do with food reviews or treat reviews, basically. But if DSP Tries It was an inspiration for the Warriors Delights. I didn't want to call it the Warrior Tries It. I just had to come up with a quick name. So the Warriors Delights was inspired by DSP Tries It. So don't I happily admit that. Okay, I did not steal the idea. It was inspired, and I will add my own twist to it. Don't worry about that. Damn, we've gone for an hour and a half. Okay, we'll stop about stop in 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 more minutes, and you can ask me any question you want, and no restrictions, no limits. On you go. It's okay, I understand why you don't know. I'm not going to kill you because you don't know who DSP is, but here's my tip. Go watch him now. Go away. Just go and watch him now. Well, happy birthday to you, Bobby Blood. I hope you have a good birthday. you get a birthday from me. So have a good birthday, and hopefully you have a good one. So everyone wish Bobby Blood a happy birthday. So I'll take a couple more questions for the last 10 minutes. So if you have any more questions, just fire them away. Or if you have any video requests, Warriors Delights requests, maybe more review requests. Yeah, if you have any requests, just fire them away. Go ahead. Eyes are waiting for you. Just check something. Oh, beg my pardon. Andy, I hope you feel better soon. Go rest, you deserve it. So on you go, Andy. I'll see you later. See you. Hopefully you feel better soon. So, bye. Hugs. You take care. Have you heard that Watson Skies has been considered as director for the Justice League film? No idea who that guy is. As I said, I'm really bad with actors, directors, and filmmakers' names. But I'm not sure. In fact, no, actually, I changed my mind. I'll take 3 more questions and then that's it. So 3 more questions and then I'm ending. He's the director of the Matrix trilogy. Fuck. Oh, this isn't going to be good. Have you done the Cinnamon Challenge yet? No, I have not done the Cinnamon Challenge yet. I am not doing the Cinnamon Challenge until I hit 600 subscribers. And I'm either going to be doing it by myself or I'm going to be doing it with 2 of my friends from their channel, Hesse and Oz, Taking the Bits. If you haven't checked them out, go check them out. Taking the Bits, just type in YouTube. They may be doing it with me, but if I hit 600 subscribers before next week, I'll probably just end up doing it myself. So, yep, we are 7 away from 600. Once I hit 600 subscribers, once we hit 600 clan members, I will do the Cinnamon Challenge. You have my word. So, 7 subscribers away, and I will do the Cinnamon Challenge. I give you my word. I will do it. I will do it for you. 7 subscribers. We can do it. Come on. We're almost there. I've been jumping up and down with subscribers the past couple of days, especially since I've done that IGN video where I ripped them a new asshole. I had a couple of death threats. But if you want to do Earless, you're more than welcome to. Once I hit 600, I'll do the Cinnamon Challenge, and then if you want to join me in the Cinnamon Challenge, you're more than welcome to. Why all the hate for remakes and reboots? Some remakes and reboots are needed to be... Yeah, I do agree that remakes and reboots are necessary, but a lot of them tend to be really bad. Just in my opinion, a lot of them turn out to be really, really bad. There's no middle ground. It's either really bad or really good. So remakes I'm okay with as long as they're good. So yeah. Do I have any more? One more question. One more final question. Have you ever heard of the Unfinished Swan? Yes, I've heard of it. I don't know that much about it. Is it a movie? Is it a game? I think it's a game, if I'm right. I haven't heard that much about it, sorry. It's a reboot. I haven't heard that much about it. I don't know that much, if I'm going to be honest, about the Unfinished Swan. Don't know, sorry. I can't say anything beyond it. Well, sorry, I wish I could say more. But that's the final question, clan. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I answered a couple of your questions. Hopefully this was entertaining enough for you. Hopefully you had a blast watching it. I had a blast doing it. Thank you all for coming. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for everyone who came. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was entertaining for you. I hope it was, as always, good. Don't worry, I am going to get back into our usual routine. I probably shouldn't be doing this because my throat is sore now. I am going to be back into a regular routine to reviewing the movies I've got, reviewing the games I've got. I've still got plenty of stuff to review, so don't worry. And as I say, if you want to make a title card, you're more than welcome to. One final request: almost there, clan. 600 subscribers is within our grasp. We're only 7 away from it. We're almost there. Once we hit 600 subscribers, I will do the Cinnamon Challenge. You have my word on that. So keep pushing forward, keep spreading the word about the clan, about the warrior, and hopefully we can hit it fairly shortly. And once we hit 600, I will do the Cinnamon Challenge. Do not worry about that. And then we're closer to the 1,000 subscriber goal by 2013. So keep pushing, clan. We're almost there, and thank you again for all your support. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was entertaining, and thank you for all of your support, all your messages, all your likes, all your favorites, all your subscriptions. Every single one of you. You guys are awesome. No, I'm saving Gangnam Style for 800. Once I hit 800, I'll do the Gangnam Style dance. I need to save that. But yeah, almost there. Once we hit 600, I will do the Cinnamon Challenge. You have my word on it. And hopefully we can hit it if we can hit it before the end of this week, it would be awesome. But that's a big if. It's a big if. So here's hoping we can do it. Here's hoping we can hit it. And hopefully we can do the Cinnamon Challenge live. No, I'm not doing the Cinnamon Challenge live because I will throw up. I can guarantee it. But as it says, if you haven't, but as it says, we're almost there. Keep pushing it. Keep pushing it. We're almost there. And thank you again for all of you who've come. I hope you've enjoyed this stream. It was enjoyable for me. And hope we're nearly there. Keep pushing forward. And hopefully we can hit it soon. So thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm glad a lot of you came over. And as always, I am Scottish Warrior 92. And I hope you all have a good day and have a wonderful time. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now. Mwah.